Hello ladies, I'm sharing a quick flip through, but the purpose of this video is to create some kind of like layered tags, cards, and like kind of one of these and one similar to this as well. I made something more creamy with a different kit. And I had a lot of requests like asking how I've done it. Oh, I think this is stuck here. Oh no, it's okay. So once you see it, it's like super easy. It's just that if probably you're just starting and you unsure how to go about it, then I'll do a quick tutorial for this. And just few words about this kit. So I wanted for some time to create something very plain because it's so easy to, I mean, when I say easy to do this, it's just like I'm drawn in to do these things. But I had in my mind to do something more plain, but still kind of old, vintagey, I don't know, Victorian look. And but after I made this one, so this is when I designed the kit, but I didn't want to do it like to have it all like this eggshell blue. I incorporated some like this color tone pages, and because I felt after making it, I felt that this needs also to stand on its own. So I basically printed a few extra pages just from from the natural tones to create this. So obviously I like them both, different looks. So here is this lady in blue and white, and this is here in like natural distressed colors. So no ink or anything here, just where the stitches are, that's it. Yeah, so that's, I'll do a quick flip through and then the tutorial. And then if you have a couple of minutes at the end to stay, I just have like just a not personal request, just a question, but just something to ask you, not related to paper, work, digital, paper craft, anything. Right, so the idea at the beginning was to have a very flat kind folio, but once I started to add all the pages and all the bits inside, it became a bit too thick. So I'm just going to choose a page where it's going to fold over, and this is probably where it's going to be. So the blue and the blue a bit here with the whites, and this is going to come over like this, and I'm going to tie it with some cotton. And I wanted something here on the edge, so I've added a bit of lace here. Actually, the main folio is this page folded over like this, so that's the part. There's like 3 parts to it, all on one page for 2 folds, 1, 2, 3. But then I really like this page. So what I've done after folding, basically, I took one of the inner pages, which are slightly smaller than the main folio cover, and I stitched it over the main folio. So that's one thing. So sometimes I create a kit, and then once it's printed and I'll start making it, I have other things in mind, which is okay to change. I'm quickly gonna go through the pages. So I try to incorporate white, blue, and here is some of the papers. Some are printed on white paper, so you can see the difference actually. This is printed on white, this is printed on, no, both normal paper. No, here, cream, white. Don't know if you can see the two. So that's cream paper, ivory paper, and this is white paper. Obviously, I like the ivory better. Just when I started to print this kit, I had white and blue in mind, so I printed the rest on white. Then I moved on to print on transfer paper. Let me show you the difference. I love printing on different type of papers. So let me show you the difference. So then after creating everything, I actually created a collage paper of most of the images there, because then with the collage sheet I can do all these little things. So it's obviously added to the kit, let me look for this page. Yeah, so this is on transfer paper and this is on this ivory cream paper. So you can see, although you can see more details on the ivory paper, the transfer paper has a different kind of look, which I love using as well. So you can see the two differences. Here's the lady here, and here she is here. So just different tones. And right, and then love this page, as plain as it is. I just love this page. I'm using a lot of mesh, tea stain mesh fabric, because I can then put bits underneath and it's still gonna show, and it's not just plain paper on its own. So so this is one of those pages. So the other part here would be here. So I've made a few different signatures and I stitched them in stages. So I first folded just this part in the middle, and then I started to stitch each through the sewing machine, each signature on its own, which I love doing, because then you get at the end all these stitches. And so all these bits and pieces, loads of labels with this kit. So I haven't used everything because it was just not going to, just wasn't enough, and I didn't want to overpack it. Here's just a leaf, like a mesh leaf. I have it for years. Love this envelope. I wanted to break a bit the colors, so this is here. I zoomed in for the tutorial. I hope it covers everything. Love this page. So it says here like lace in French, so I added a bit of lace with this pearl pin, and I stuck this on top. Obviously lace here. There are some personal bits in here. So when I'm creating those labels, there are, in most of them, there is a reason. There's something related to me or for my past, or yeah, just sharing. You see, so when you've got the mesh, this is from an old IKEA curtain, so I tea stained it and used all these extra bits to create extras to go inside. Here is more mesh, so you can put things underneath. Love doing it. I think I stuck 2 pages here, so there are bits in here. Oh, this needs resticking. And yes, so I had an extra page of this, so I created a pocket, and this could actually fold here as well. Now let's do it here. No, I chose a different page. That's the one. There you go. Right, and these are, I love making extra toppers. So this is this one. I couldn't, started with this one, then I found, I remembered this image as well, so I just did both sides. Right, so I'm going to, so these are the extra bits. Let me move the blues from here. And so these are the extra bits that I've created using only 3 pages. Oh, so this is that collage paper that I just stitched. So I printed a few copies. I stitched around, and the idea is basically to put this in here. And after printing one, this wasn't part of the plan, all these, but after printing this one, I then thought, oh, I must create something from it. So there we go. So this go in here, and I'm probably gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna gift it. So hard to let them go, journal. So if I will, I probably will stitch here with a label to, you know, to tear as a gift. And I think it's a lovely idea. If you sell your journals, just print an extra page. You can transfer onto fabric, stitch it together, and then it's really like a gift to open, which is beautiful. Love, love, love this page. It wasn't part at all from the kit. I just made it after actually printing everything. So I love this page. Right, so this comes here. These just say I've printed one of these extra. Do I have an extra part here? No, I used it already. I printed an extra page of those inner folios just to create a small booklet, which I will fill later. I'm going to make one of these with you. This is going to go here. These are just extra bits and pieces that I left. This is also, I torn it from one of the pages, and so just something extra you can use with your scraps to add to your journal. Actually, this can go in here. Yeah. And this is, I'm gonna make with you something similar to this. This should go somewhere. I just found it now before coming. I will add it somewhere. Right, here. So if this is gonna be a gift, yes, this is going to be stuck here with a name. Okay, I shouldn't forget this. So I'm going to start now with making one of those layer tags. If you are familiar with this technique of layering, I mean, there's no technique here, just stacking things, like stack tag papers on top of each other, then that's fine. But if you would like to see my process, thank you for staying. I did, I wanted to show one more thing. Actually, the kit has 2 pages of pockets, like matching pockets, but I didn't use mine at the end. I wanted to go pocket free with this one, so I'm just gonna move this here. This page, no, so this page, this is just when printing on, what did I write here? Extras. So this is when printing just on normal paper, which I don't normally use, but again, because I wanted to go with white, like white and blue theme, I don't have a very thin, good quality paper, so I tried on this one and I didn't like it. So then I went and used transfer paper. Yeah, transfer paper. So you can see the difference. It's just amazing. And then with a bit like distress the edges. So I much prefer this one, obviously. So I kept it here as an example as well. Which paper not to use, or sometimes I do, but mainly for like tea staining, unless you have a thin, good quality paper. This paper just don't absorb the ink too well. Right, so move, and let's start with making one. So I'm gonna keep this here, just an example. I'm not gonna make, with this one, I'm not gonna make exactly the same. This I will try to replicate as much as close to this. So I'm gonna put this one. I started to put bits and pieces together so I don't waste all your time, like too much of your time, but just to show you the process. Nothing is stuck here just yet. I'm gonna move these bits away. Okay, now I'm gonna put this on floor. I've got the smallest desk. I'm not working on this desk normally. I'm in the kitchen actually, standing up. But for filming, I found it the easiest place, and with like good lighting. I say good lighting, with UK weather, you can never tell. It changes every 2 minutes. Right, so what I've done here, basically, this is from the collage paper. I'm going to put one here as a reference. Do I have it here still? No. Okay, so this part basically, it's this. Is it? No, it's from the original, one of the original pages of the folio paper. So might just be, no, it's exactly the same one. No, it's not. So never mind, but it's included in the kit. So I took one of these pieces. I ran through the printer all my pages. There are 2 backing included in the kit. One is light blue and one this color. So I printed basically everything two-sided, so it's life is much easier. So I took one of these, took this part from here, and what you want to do, I did it with the other parts. I basically, you just, I'm going to forget the order now, I'll be okay. Basically, I mean, it's a known method just to distress the edges, so I just kind of in Hebrew you say kvetch, in Yiddish kvetch kvetch the edges. And I go over, you distress it with any ink you have. I just like to use this one because it's very pale, I mean, because I used it for so long, and there is a bit of gold in here, so it's gold with bronze because I keep adding color to it. So I know it doesn't look too pretty, but I love using it. And then I might just tear one of these and then go over, and I kind of kvetch it with my hands. I've seen someone actually wetting the edges so it folds much nicer. I don't know who it was. I think Glam Journals. I only just subscribed to her channel. Oh my god, she's so talented, but my memory is so bad, so I don't remember. So I think that's redone, and then she went with a Stanley knife on top. I mean, looks amazing. I must try it once. Right. Up. Okay, so I've done it to the rest of these, and all I'm going to do is just basically when I do these, and I mean, now it's all the colors the same, so it's very easy, but then you just need to choose the bits you want to use, and either you tear it or you look for things that are already made with the right correct sizing. That's why I like to make the collage, like collage pages, and add them to the kits, because then you've got a lot of extra bits and pieces from the journal that's about the same sizing, and it's great to add this, like to use these for layer tags, and then the kind of incorporate, you can incorporate them with your journal, because it's like same colors, same designs. So this is gonna go here. This how easy it is. Someone mentioned to me that if I made a tutorial, they would have bought my kit. So here I am making a tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. So sorry, I can't remember your name. Yeah, you can tell my memory is bad. So I hope this will inspire you and will show you how easy it is. So this goes on top of this. I think it was with these ATC layered cards that I did. I know it looks complicated, and without a tutorial some might will struggle, but now that you can see how easy this is, then it might not be as it's missing a bit of ink here. Right, so this is here, this is gonna come here. Let me remember, I've trimmed this piece. I know it, and I've stuck a pearl here, actually a mini pearl, and I distressed it as well, so it's not, let me see if I can get it closer to the camera, so it's not too whitish. And I've trimmed this piece from here, so just this one here, and this is with a bit of ink, you can tell the difference, so nice. And this is gonna go on top, and this bit is gonna come just right here, and because it's a mesh tea stain or coffee stain, then you can still see the writing underneath. So all I'm gonna do now is stick this bit here below. Oh, I'm gonna stick this as well. It's a shame that it's not gonna show the pearl here much. Maybe I should have pushed it down a bit. Let me see if I can still remove it. I mean, it's a pearl pin image. Too late. No, I don't want to tear it, too late. Never mind. I'm going to put a bit of glue here. For this piece here. and this is gonna come right here. And this piece I've trimmed. It's in the right place? Yeah. No, I don't want it in the middle. Fine. This piece I trimmed. Let me see. I know, because then it will be easier to spot if you want to try and make it very similar. So this is from one of the pages, and it comes in blue and these natural colors. So all I did is just trim this bit from here, and I distressed the edges. This is gonna go here on top. I just need to think if I want to put this. Let me try. Up. My dad used to say up for anything, so it's stuck. Okay. It's stuck in my head since I was little. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of those stickers so it stands out a bit. Maybe I should have put one more, too late. Right, this is a tea bag. When you tea stain your papers, or if you just have tea, just keep, just let them dry, empty the tea, and then use this. Usually I use a Mod Podge for this, but it's not near me, so I'm just going to stick it over. And it's literally just very, very thin tissue paper, but it's already come stained for making tea. So how handy is this? So I'm going to stick this here. And I'm not going to stick it all the way on the back here, because I have something in mind I want to do. And this piece is going to come here. And I'm just about done with this one. That's how easy it is. Just maybe like this. I need to think about it still. So, and the idea is basically to create something similar, stick it on the back, leave the top and the side open, so then you can use it kind of as a gift bag or envelope. And from this side that stays open, you can insert bits inside as well. I'm gonna put this envelope in here. Right, so let's do this one. So I've aged this in advance. Let me think about it first. So if this is gonna come here, yes, okay, fine. So it needs a bit of thinking before, and this is why I kind of prepared in advance, but not fully. So this is from a dress that my mum bought me in Cornwall about, how old is Yoni? Yoni's 19, he was 6. Oh my God, so many years ago. Sorry, Mum, for tearing it, but it was fully stained. So this is gonna come here. I didn't cut it all the way because I was thinking like the length, what would be the best length for it. So this is gonna come here, and probably this is gonna come here. And I've stained the edges already. Let me do it a bit more, actually. It's fine to tear it. We walked into that shop, and my mum knows my style, so I'm stuck with lace and roses. There are hardly any roses in here. I don't know how come. Maybe just in the lady's hair. Yeah, so we walked into the shop, and my mum, we were there on holiday, and she just picked it. She knows me, so she picked it straight away. I don't normally ask for things. She doesn't buy me a lot of things, like just, you know, on a regular basis, but that was one of them. And it came with, here's some parts of it. So there were like few layers of how this dress went, yeah, like this. So it was like a chiffon dress. I looked like a bit pregnant in there because it like was big, but I didn't care. And the lining was this color pink, just beautiful. Took me forever to come to, you know, in terms that I can't wear it anymore. It was like really fully stained. Right, so this is a piece here, and this is gonna come here. I'm gonna stick it. Let me tear this bit from here. I'm not using the right glue here, but because of how small it is, I had to think of the minimum amount of things I can stick on the on the table and still find my way. Right, so this is gonna come here. This is just gonna come underneath. I'm gonna add a bit more glue. I'm saying not the right glue, but I love using, I don't know, I love using this type of glue. So this is gonna come, now I'm gonna push it down a bit actually, because I wanna show more of the lace. Otherwise, what's the point, right? A bit of, there's glue here already, but I hope there's enough glue for the lace. Okay, so this is gonna come here in the middle. You know, I'm gonna tear it a bit so I can push it up more. Right, middle. Can you hear the bins? The bins truck. Every Wednesday, same time. Every Wednesday, exactly the same time. Beside bank holidays, they didn't change the dates. But right, so this is here. This is gonna go here, and now I need to think. So, so if this is, I'm gonna stick this to here. So maybe this can go over here. That's why I didn't stick. I know, but I wanted to leave the top open. Right, I need to lose this bit now. That's annoying. Never mind. Okay, so I'm just gonna fold this over. You see already with this bit, it adds to the card so much. So this is not stuck just yet. Fine. So this is gonna come here. I just need to think what I'm doing with the top here before sticking. So I had a pin here, a pearl pin. Oh no, here. So this is going to come just right here. Maybe I should move it here. Actually, I had a label for here, I can't remember. Yeah, this is gonna come here because the colors are more matching. And this is gonna come here. Yeah. If you're in the UK, I found this box. I should have more of it here. This is from Hobbycraft. It's about £2.5. So that was very good. Found. But I think it says something about, I think like florists use these pins. So you might be able to find it elsewhere in like florist supplies. And now I'm just going to stick this piece here. Wrong glue, totally wrong glue for this. It's okay. Let's choose a side. There's some burnt edges here. So I'm gonna use this side, and that's it. And that's really how easy it is. Just planning a bit in advance. Find the right pieces and just stick all, like move up. And before you stick everything, just like planning in advance like I've done now. Right, and this is gonna come here. So that needs to be, because this piece is bigger, this needs to be centered. So and I need to remember which side I'm leaving open, which is this side. So I'm gonna hold my hands like this. I know where to glue. The amount of times I glued the wrong sides, so annoying. Okay, fine, right way up. And the amount of time I did it upside down, I'm sure you all did, and I'm not alone in this. Right, so this is gonna come here. I'm just gonna, perfect. I'm happy. just so nice to think. I mean, that's probably about paper crafting. You see these things, and I mean, I know this is busy, so, but you see these kind of pages and you think, oh no, okay, there is an envelope, okay, there is a card, pretty card, what do I do? And then once you start aging and distress the edges and adding some fabric and lace and pearls on this occasion, for example, I mean, it looks so different. I mean, nothing like this. So probably that's why I love doing this. Okay, so this, I'm gonna let it dry for a bit. Is this gonna go all the way here? Well, too big, too small for this. Maybe just about. I'll wait and see. So you've got two, do I have two envelopes, two opening? No, I put glue everywhere. Karen, don't talk and stick at the same time. Right, so this side is gonna stay open. I might just be able, I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick this side. So then I've got these two to use. So I'm just going to be a bit of glue here. I'm gonna use this part. And this is gonna go over here. Right, perfect. So now this bit is open and this bit is open. I'm gonna stick something here just for a moment so it doesn't get, because I know this piece for sure is open. And let me try and open this. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have two openings. Love this. Okay, so that's one. I'm going to try and replicate this one. Oh, pearl here. Needs a bit of ink. Right. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but there is. I mean, in real life. I mean, this is also real life, but okay. So let me try and make this. So all we have here is this piece and few papers. And I think this is transfer paper, I think. This is transfer paper, this is just normal paper. Right, so this bit needs to be stuck, sorry. Too late, I'm gonna do it with a different glue later. Okay, let's do this one. So what do we have here? I've got this piece. So literally this is making from scratch. Just a reminder what to insert in here. So this piece is from this page. I will create most of the ruffles beside this one. No, yeah, I'm gonna make them with you. These have stitched in advance. Where is it? It's just this one. T-stain and then ruffled stitch. Okay. Now, Karen, what are you doing? Not thinking again. I clearly can't talk and craft at the same time. Too late, never mind. So, again, oops, start. Oh, I must try this wetting technique. If I can find it. I'm sure if she will post a video soon, I will recognize the user and I will, oh God, she's so talented. So, I mean, in second, you see the difference between the two. This is the little things that makes me happy. Okay, this I stacked onto one of this like scrap paper because I printed a few copies for the tutorial, so so I've reused an old page. Okay, this is one And now this is gonna go over. I'm looking for the transfer paper. I know I had a piece. Anyway, I need this one. I need this one. I need this one. This is tea towel, tea stain tea towel, which I separated for one of the ruffles. And here, this is the piece I was looking for. Right. So now, how long is this one? This is like this. There is a different piece? No. So I'm just going to mark it. I don't have a pen here with me, but just about here. And this is just about here. Love to use transfer paper, by the way. So this is just normal paper. This is transfer paper, both tea stained and oven dried, and it's just much thicker, and it doesn't it just doesn't once like you take it from the tray to the oven, it just stays like that. And if you crease it and then oven dry it like this, you'll get all the stains, and I love using it. So you I like printing on it. I like using it for layering. Basically one of my best friends. Okay, doesn't matter. So again, quickly I'm going to do this. Usually I do it much slower, and I take and I watch over like kvetch, kvetch, kvetch. I use so many words in Yiddish, I think, like schlepp, moving things from one place to another, or like a journey to the supermarket if I go to the long distance one, or in one which is not nearby, or if I need to move things from one place to another, I use the word schlepp and kvetch, and I'll think of other words that I use in a moment. While I'm doing this, I'll think of another word. Now they're not going to come to my head, and I use it all day. If you use any Yiddish words, let me know. Fine. So this is one. Actually, now I need another one below. So I might be able to use... Do you have any smaller piece? No. Never mind. But what I can do, because since I printed like an extra page, I'm going to use this as an extra backing. Oh my god, my tummy, I'm starving. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it, and I forgot to eat. Woke up at 3:45 in the morning. I know, crazy woman. 3:45, and now it's about 9:30, 10 in the morning. Should be lunch for me now. I know most of you work late at night. I don't know how you do it. I crash early. Oh, my tummy again. I don't know if you can hear it. Right, let me see if the size is good. So we're going to cover most of it. Yeah, it's good. So I'm just going to... I don't know how you work at night, and I can tell by your replies on Instagram and YouTube, because sometimes I say I'll write to you, I mean ladies in the US, I write to you when it's like 6, 7 my end. Yours, it's like middle of the night, or like, and you still reply to me, and I'm thinking, are you awake? It's like 1 a.m. Right, so this is gonna come here. This is going to come just right here, and I'm going to start up. I'm going to put one of the first layer below this one. So one side, the side that is showing, you want to tear because it's going to show. So I'm going to tear a piece. I'm going to try to do it with a ruler. Yeah, okay. More precise. So I'm going to stick this on top. The first layer is going to come below. So it's all you can see, like matching colors. So I need to think of the height, because this is going to come here. I don't want to go over this, so it's not going to show much. So now I'm going to put glue here. I'm going to put, actually, there's some burnt edges here. It's going to show once you don't know. I'm going to turn it around. So not too, I hope you can see everything because I zoomed in. So so I put glue underneath a bit more, and now I'm going to start keep adding glue. And then if you're not stitching the ruffle, then with tissue paper, crepe paper, tea towel paper, all the thin layered ones, very easy to do it this way. I'm going to add more glue here on this side. So now once you put glue on top, underneath and on top, it's easily stick to each other. Now you can see the burnt edges here. Oh my god, my tummy. I'm hungry. Okay. Okay, so now a bit more glue. So we are done with the first layer. And most of my layers I do either way with crepe tissue or like tea towel, which I tea stained. Right, so this is one. This is gonna come on top here. Now I know I should have had them. So too small, too late. It's just gonna be like this. Okay, glue, 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 glue. Right, this is here. I'm gonna push it up just tiny bit. So you're just gonna show a tiny bit of the edges of the other card. Okay, now I'm gonna move on what I've done here. So I've put one of these. So it's this basically, tea stained or coffee stained, tea stained, and I stitched like ruffles. I don't know if you can see. So this bit came here. I'm gonna stick it here. For this one, I'm not gonna use, I might be able just to glue it. Okay. Oh, surely you heard my tummy now. I don't normally stay hungry like this. Don't know what happened today. This is not fully centered, so I'm going to fold this in. Okay, now move on to the next one. So I had this here, now crepe paper. I showed you like a couple of tutorials ago, and because so that's coffee, tea with a dip, probably in a bit of coffee as well. And because I oven dried it, it already comes curly. So what I'm going to do, you don't need to ruffle it much. All I'm going to do is just stick a piece as is. Let me turn it around, and it's already ruffled. So I'm just going to tear it just a tiny bit longer. I'm going to apply glue here. I'm thinking height wise I'm fine, and this is just, I'm not ruffling it, I'm just like squashing it a bit. Let me stick this side here, and now I'm just going to spread it, and while the glue is still, like, I can still reposition, I'm just going to turn it over for a moment, and it's too high, so I'm pushing it in a bit, and this definitely needs squashing, and that's it. So that's an extra layer. What else have I got here? 1, 2, first time ever I'm trying to do the same thing again, and this bit now is gonna come here. I thought it's undoable, but I can see it is. So this is just going to come tiny bit here below. I'm going to trim this. Which edge shall I trim? It's just a shame to lose it. I'll have to lose this bit here. I hope it's not gonna, I need to stick it before all the stitches are gone. So I need, more. Fine. Okay. Okay, now I've got different glue here. 1 second. I'm gonna use a bit of double-sided piece here. I use this thing for something else completely, but it's handy sometimes. Okay, because my roller is finished. I buy them and I'm thinking, oh, this one is gonna last, and then a few, like those double-sided ones, after a few it's just all gone. But, okay. Oh, I don't like squashing. Crepe paper, that one too. Okay. So this is gonna come a bit below, so it's gonna show. Let me, before I'm sticking it completely, yeah, that's fine. Just gonna push the edges in. Right, and we are done. We only need to put that back in, and this is done. Yeah, that's the one here. So I need to make it slightly smaller. I'm trying to think before sticking it. Now you've got the idea. Before sticking it, it could be like a book cover. So before sticking it completely, I'm going to think it. I mean, this is done. All I have to do is just trim the edges a bit and then stick this on top. And we are done with this. I mean, I've got this pearl here, which I'm going to add. And yeah, just right here. I'm gonna stain it, and I'm not gonna stick this one because I want to try and create something with it. I don't know what, but I was either gonna be, because that's like a journal topper, and this could be as a book cover. So I might do this before sticking it. You know what? I'll still do, because then if I will create this as a book, I'm just thinking out loud. So what I would do, I can always just stick this piece or stitch it with a bit of fabric to the other side, and then I will have the cover to work with, and I'll put it on something thicker. So I'm going to do this right now. I mean, I'm gonna stick it still. I never do it all the way to the edges because I like it when it just, okay, and this is going to be middled. Right, this is done. Before I mentioned something in the beginning, I wanted to ask something, like to say something or to ask, I don't know. I'm just going to mention, I'm going to put links for these kits. I know I haven't showed you all the pages, they're all in this book here. Basically, you can create totally two different journals with this kit, just because of the different colors combination. From the collage paper, you can make this pretty, oh, this is should be, where did I say this is going? Ah, in here. Totally, like, there's just so many possibilities with this one, as you can see. Thank you so much for joining, for watching this. I will add links to the kit in the comments. I'm just going to mention something that I had in my mind to say for a long time. I just sometimes don't like to mix and like these kind of things with like things that are not related, but as time goes by, I get to know so many of you, and like, which is amazing how it all became personal. It's like as if I know you. I don't know how to explain this. I know I've got the Facebook group. Don't ask me how. There's like 20,000 members in there, but probably because at the beginning I put like free printables, which I don't add to the group now. I add them to the website. So, and also, I never had the time. I know I neglected it, but I only do my best. I mean, I'm designing the journals, I'm making them, I'm making tutorials, I'm uploading videos, I'm on Instagram, I need to add them to Etsy. So obviously there is just so much time in the day, and I had to prioritize. And I don't know why there are a few on Facebook that I'm also speaking to me on here. So so thank you for being on both. But what I will mention, the reason that I'm mentioning this basically is that when members are joining, obviously I'd say just ladies, they kind of just need to say something about their hobby and how did you hear about this group. But then many are going into details of going through very difficult time in their life, and that they use paper crafting or any other craft just to take the minds away and the thoughts away. And it's so amazing, first of all, that they feel like sharing this. At the same time, I mean, obviously I don't just read this and just press approve. I then spend time thinking about it, and it just appeared that there is so many, and we all have things going on in our lives, and obviously, just like me, it's just that sometimes it looks like on Instagram life is amazing for everyone, but we're old enough to know it's not like this. So just my request is, if you ever feel lonely, if you ever go through any struggles, sometimes it's easier to share with someone that you don't know in person and are not going to judge you. I would just say, speak to someone, and if you feel comfortable enough, just speak to me. I will be there for you. I might not have a smart thing to say or anything clever, but I will listen, which is a lot. And the last thing I want to mention, so yeah, just that's a personal thing. Last thing I want to mention, I was quiet in the last couple of weeks. I did manage to upload one kit because I had to keep myself busy. Basically, I found a lump in my breast a couple of weeks ago, and I have no idea, because it was still small, and I have no idea, like I'm talking to you and I'm trying to find it again. How did that happen? I mean, that I managed actually to find it. I was surprised that the following day I was able to see my GP, and although she didn't look concerned, she did send me a kind of an urgent to see a consultant. And so I thought, and she said it will be like a couple of weeks. So obviously this was the most dreadful couple of weeks of waiting. Second, she said to me, I'm not worried. And this passive aggressive, I'm not worried, but I want you to see someone as soon as possible. Kind of like this what hit, was the difficult part for me, I think. And I thought that she's just sugarcoating it. So I can go through those 2 weeks. Well, it just happened. I have no idea how that within 10 days I've seen a doctor. It was amazing. There's nothing to worry about. I just need to go through a mini operation and everything will be okay, and I'm not worried at all. So I wanted to say this first of all. But what I do want to say, please do go and get checked. I know most of you ladies, I'd say probably 100% ladies are watching this video most likely. And I will be 15 next year. I have no idea. I mean, I think we should get checked well before. But we're only entitled to it in the UK once you reach 50. I don't have private healthcare, so I can't afford going this, on my own. But because I came with a lump, they decided to send me still. So if you have the option, and if not, and if you're around this age, 40 and above, just go and, and even, sorry to go into details, but that's so important. Just get if you have not done it already, just get familiar with your breast and touch it when you're sitting down or when you're lying in bed or when you're in the shower. Just that if, God forbidden, a million times, if you do feel something, you would feel the change because you know how it felt before. So I'm sorry after creating all these beautiful things to go into this, but that's the most important things in life, I believe, our health. I'm following a few that going through difficult times in terms of the like health-wise, and probably these 2 weeks made me understand exactly what I do after losing my dad and my cousin. And by the way, I'm telling you, and I haven't told hardly anybody from my family, but I'm so close to you, and that's why I feel like sharing my experience. And I just that's it, really. Sorry. I think it's really, really important to mention more than anything else. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. I'm in a good place right now. Everything is gonna be okay. Nothing to worry about, honestly. And if there was, I would have been honest with you. But I love you all so much. I mean, honestly, you're like my extended family from a different mother. Thank you.